So in honor of Quentin Tarantino's 9th film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, dropping on July 26, 2019, we said it's only right to take 4 Quentin Tarantino movies and figure out which one of them gotta go. And this is not gonna be easy because QT is definitely my boy. I'll tell y'all, Terrance's favorite director is Quentin Tarantino, has been for the last 15 years. He's probably like honorarily mine just because Terrance has just flooded my mind. You mean like your favorite too? If I had to pick a favorite director, bro, it'd probably be QT. Just because it was your favorite first, yeah, and then he became my favorite. I think he just done some cinematic, like these 4 movies are the reason. These 4. Okay, so to start off, we got Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, Inglorious Basterds, Django Unchained. Pulp Fiction has been my favorite movie for a long time. Like, a long time I've been telling people that it's my favorite movie. I think because of how original it was, and I had never seen nothing like that before. Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, for me, when I first saw it, I didn't like it. I was like, it's boring, I don't like it, I don't know what's going on, but that's because... You still be saying that sometimes. No, I don't. I don't like the part with Bruce Willis. But, most of the movie. When I sat down and really watched it, yeah, I got to see why people thought it was brilliant. You got incredible performances in that movie. Number 1 by Samuel Jackson, Bruce Willis, Uma Thurman, underrated performance, Ving Rhames. That ain't even underrated to me. John Travolta won the Oscar, right? Nominated for the Oscar. No, he won. Nominated, did not win. Tom Hanks won that year for, you guessed it, Forrest Gump. I love everything Samuel Jackson does. I love everything that he's a part of. And like, I have no shame. People that I went to school with will tell you that I've always loved Samuel Jackson. You have always loved Samuel L. Jackson. I have always loved Samuel L. Jackson, yeah. So I look at him like the granddad that I never met. Kill Bill. Kill Bill to me is a movie that women need. So many women in power in that movie. Uma Thurman, who I didn't really, like you were saying, I didn't really know much about Uma Thurman when we didn't really know much about her for real, like just me and you. Mm-hmm. And so she killed it. I remember thinking that Mia Wallace and Beatrix were 2 completely different people. Yeah. I didn't think Uma did Pulp Fiction. I thought it was a different lady. I remember figuring out that it was the same person and being like, wow, yeah, like they do look the same. The movie is just riddled with diversity of like women in power. So much. You got black women, Asian women, white women. I feel like Kill Bill showed us what Quentin Tarantino could do with the action side of like film. Yeah, like bro. That was his, all right, bet. Let me show y'all how I get down. And I think that's where he established his love for like the quick zooms and the snap zooms. Yeah, and like the pullouts and stuff, because he wasn't doing that in the early films before that. And you got a lot of good people in Kill Bill, from Vivica A. Fox in her prime, Daryl Hannah. Yeah, you got Lucy Liu, love her. David Carradine, and you R.I.P. Hey, shout out to Michael Madsen. No, Gordon Liu. All of my OGs who know that. Gordon Liu played Pai Mei. He also played dude. Oh yeah. I don't know. I forget his name. Doesn't matter. I gotta remember shit like that. Johnny Moe. That was his name. Next, you got Inglorious Basterds. To me, one of the best written Quentin Tarantino movies on this list. Inglorious Basterds is hands down the best written film probably that he's ever made. That first scene, just the first scene, is something that they study in film schools. Something that when me and T were paying all that money in film school, that's a scene that they showed you when you got to directing class. Yep. Christoph Waltz made his entrance into American film. Killed it. Bodied it. Brad Pitt. Who you be sleeping on his talent and abilities, stepped in and showed y'all that, look, I've done all of these movies and you get ready to see that I'm not one to mess with. And what's her name? She plays Shoshana. Her name is Melanie Laurent. Yep. A woman director. Stand up. Well, let me just say this. You got an army and like a special team of Jews who are specially trained that are going to go and foil all of Hitler's plans for what actually went down. Like, that's a movie that I would want to see. I want to see it. As soon as you tell me about it, all right, man, I'm already bought in. Because that's what we wanted. Yeah. Where were they at back then, we thought? Right. This was probably, everybody back then's perfect. Yo, I wish we just had a team. Right, yes. You know? I remember seeing Inglorious Basterds coming out, and I remember seeing what it was about. I'm like, oh, that's going to be fire. Yeah. Django Unchained. One of my favorites. To me, it's Jamie Foxx's best movie he's ever done. This was Jamie Foxx's movie. Terrell thinks that Ray is Jamie Foxx's best movie. But I think it's Jamie Foxx's best performance. I think Django Unchained as a film is better than Ray. Because Ray gets winded. And I was telling Terrell that when Jamie Foxx did Ray and when he did Ali, like, he had to portray another person really well. Jamie Foxx didn't have a resource to go back and look at. He had to kind of build Django to be what he is. I felt like Django Unchained, like Django is one of my favorite characters in the QT universe. And I think it's because of how original it was with Jamie Foxx. I don't think anybody else could have did it. I think if Will Smith would have did it, it would have been trash. Yeah. I think Will Smith so glad they didn't go with Will. Because I love Will, but not for Django. Hey, look. Leonardo DiCaprio. That performance is just, to me, I don't think it's matched. I don't think it's matched either. The man sliced his hand open on the glass and kept going. And then rubbed it on Broomhilda's face. Samuel Jackson. To me, that's his best performance ever. Terrance said it's his best performance ever. I don't know about that. I think it's his best performance ever because every single other performance you can look at, you're going to say, oh, look at Samuel L. Jackson in a movie. Not true. I could not identify Samuel L. Jackson as Steven. I saw Steven as his own crazy character. Every other movie, I felt like, look at Samuel L. Jackson doing this now. What other movie is he in where it's not a Samuel L. Jackson movie? You can't name it. Jungle Fever, when he played Gator, and he was a crackhead, and he was going up there trying to get... That's the only other one, bro. The hardest question is, which one goes? I think it's important to say that Pulp Fiction doesn't go anywhere. I don't know about that, bro. Pulp Fiction doesn't go anywhere. I love Pulp Fiction, but Pulp Fiction might have to go. No, it's not the same. Pulp Fiction is the Michael Jordan on this list. Pulp Fiction, I think, is his most acclaimed film, but let me just tell you, for my own purposes, the part with... Definitely alone. The part with... And yeah, I'm on my own island. The part with Fabienne and Bruce Willis is draining. I don't care about her and her... I don't care. I can't get rid of Pulp Fiction. You can't get rid of Pulp Fiction. People not going to agree with me, but honestly, if I have to get rid of one of these movies, Inglorious Basterds has to go. That's ridiculous. And it's one of the best written ones. That's just, and like, it's one of the best written ones. I can't. But when I don't even see how you can say that, bro. That's the best film. That is the best film on here. Pulp Fiction, good, bro. But let me tell you something. The question isn't what is the best film on it, though. But we talk about one. The question is one has to go. If we lost Pulp Fiction, I would be okay. If we lost Pulp Fiction, Terrance, think about it. Like you said, it's like the Thanos snapping his finger. You would lose everything. We're not talking about that. This ain't that game. The moves made in Pulp Fiction, to me, set up a career. We're not talking about that. The reason we're talking about the film leaving. Go. Yes. The reason I love QT is because of Pulp Fiction. There's no way I can let that go. That's like saying Inglorious Basterds is a better film than Pulp Fiction. You can think that, but it has to go. The last season of Breaking Bad is hands down some of the best writing of the show. It finishes the show perfectly. But you ain't going to sit there and say, all right, bet. The first season of Breaking Bad has to go. Nah, like that's the reason why we fell in love with this story. Keep taking away Kill Bill. You're tripping. Kill Bill was Women need Kill Bill. Yeah, but Kill Bill was a big slaughter fest. Kill Bill is a once-in-a-lifetime movie that we will never, ever get again. I mean, yeah. But I feel the same way about Inglorious Basterds, but I feel like... And then Kill Bill had arguably the best fight scene. One of the top fight scenes in terms of like combat in cinema history. Iconic. I think Inglorious Basterds was really good, but like I said, there's no way that film leaves. It's the best written, best shot. That's probably the best. Like the scene in the basement where, oh my God, I would not want to let that one go. You can't. I don't care about, oh, I'm taking Marcellus Wallace's wife to dinner. This is the thing, bro. No, but this is the thing. I gotta burst your bubble because everybody puts Pulp Fiction on this high pedestal, and that, believe me, bro, is a brilliant movie. It's phenomenal. You can't name another movie like it. I know that. But I just don't think it's better than... I don't know. So Django has to go then. Django, to me, black boys need to grow up and see Django. Black boys need to grow up and see Django. I feel like the end of that movie makes you feel like, you know what? Yes. Yeah. A slave movie needs to end this way. You feel me? Yeah. He's walking in the slave owner's outfit up to his lady on the horse and blow that whole place up. Like, all right, bet. That's what we need to see. That's how I want to end the movie. I want to walk out of the theaters after that. Samuel Jackson's performance as Steven is the reason why I will not get rid of Django. I think it's just incredible. Like, I hated my favorite actor in that movie. Leonardo DiCaprio's performance is also another reason that
those performances are timeless.
And a lot of people don't know that Leonardo DiCaprio brought a lot more to that Calvin Candy character. That whole theory about Uncle Ben's skull was Leo.
Oh, phrenology.
Yeah. I'm going to choose Kill Bill. Y'all can put in the comments what y'all think has to go. Terrance is going to choose Inglorious, which is ridiculous.
I'm choosing Inglorious because I want to just say I feel like Christoph Waltz's performance in that is the highlight. Like the golden star of the movie.
But it's a movie where, just like you said, young black boys need to see that. If you take away Inglorious, what do people have? They have
Anne Frank,
Schindler's List, and Anne Frank. Where that's like telling people that they have roots. It doesn't end well. This is a great movie.
Anne Frank,
got
Terrance,
Anne
Boy
Frank
with the striped pajamas.
Those movies end terribly.
There are a ton of
F that. You said the same reason you said that young black boys need Django. I would argue that we need Inglorious.
Nah, screw
Kill
that.
Bill gotta go. Why screw that?
Screw that because
What if somebody said the same thing about Django?
we didn't ever really get a Django. They can really go and look and see when we won the war and freed them from the Holocaust. But guess what? Who came and freed us from slavery? Nobody. Our story never ended well. It just went on and we just made something out of nothing. But guess what? Django gave us a story that said, you know what? We punched them in the mouth. We killing all the slave owners and we rolling up out of here on their stuff, wearing their shit. No other movie was brave enough to do that. I'd rather get rid of the Inglorious Basterds than Django. I could have black bias. It's probably because I'm black. If I was Jewish, I'd probably be like, get Django far away from here. But because I'm black and I grew up in them school buildings watching Roots and you watch Amistad and you just feel like crap.
Not Amistad. What was the joint they showed us?
Amistad and Roots.
We didn't watch Amistad in school. We watched that later.
I did watch Amistad in school.
You probably was in school when you watched it.
We read Amistad. Were you paying attention?
Hell no. But so why would you get rid of Inglorious and not Kill Bill?
To me, Kill Bill's too iconic, bro. When you think about Quentin Tarantino, you think Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill. Those are the first two movies you think.
Ain't nobody thinking about Pulp Fiction no more.
All right, bet.
Maybe that's just me. Y'all think about Pulp Fiction? Go ahead and throw in the scene with Fabian and Bruce Willis. You gonna be like, what the hell? Turn this shit off.
Sidebar, Inglorious, I cannot watch that last part where he cuts the Nazi symbol into Hans Lander's head. I cannot look at it.
Very, 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 very honorable mention. Reservoir Dogs might have deserved to be on this list and might have bodied a couple of films.
Reservoir Dogs would have been gone because if anybody's seen Ringo Lamb's City on Fire, holla at me.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
QC is my boy, but come on, QC. Oh, we can't fight them battles for you. We can't fight them battles for you. That's like when your favorite NBA player get caught with like a catfish. And you're like, what were you doing, bro? You in the NBA, like...
Put your thoughts in the comments. Poll gonna be right here. Go ahead and say what film you think needs to go. Follow us on the socials. They're gonna be right down here. Hit us up via Twitter, Instagram. Let us know different things we need to do. Merch Season 2 is on the shelf below. It's also a link in the description.
Please get official.
Hey, also comment what other One Gotta Go videos y'all want to see, whether it's from QT or any other filmmaker or music or whatever.
Yes, sir. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Truth.
If you already been here, hit the notification bell. We want to see you every time we upload.
Yeah, and we got new videos dropping every single week. Every week,
sir.
At least 2-3 videos a week.
Let's get it.
By the time you probably had Bruce Wayne. I know what that mean, dog. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Oh, no.